Hey everybody, Andrew Scheps here, and welcome to Bounce Factory 2. This is a quick overview video that's going to show you what's new in Bounce Factory 2. If there's anything that you don't understand because you're not familiar with Bounce Factory already, then check out the series of quick start videos that'll walk you through everything you need to know about Bounce Factory. So the first thing you'll notice is there is a new UI. It is much cleaner, much easier to see, and, well, more modern. But let's go ahead and take a snapshot, because one of the things I want you to see, especially if you've been using Bounce Factory 1, is how fast and how non-invasive this is. Take snapshot, and we're already there. So this is the Take Snapshot screen that you're used to if you've been using Bounce Factory before now. Everything is still here in pretty much the same place. There's still the color coding to let you know what's going on, much easier than the Pro Tools Bounce dialog, and then obviously all of the extended functionality like exporting copies after bounce, uploading to Samply, and then you've got your settings for the more advanced exports over here. And then down here you've got your list of mix passes that you're going to be making. Let's go ahead and I'll just make a couple of passes because we're going to compare this to something else in a minute. I happen to have VCAs, but you can do this with audio tracks, so let's go ahead and do an instrumental mix. All right. And then let's solo those same two tracks and do an acapella. And then let's do some stems of these vocal tracks. That's fine naming it the way it is. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to name this guy main mix. And then I'm going to finish the snapshot. So when I click continue, it's going to ask me what I want to call it in the app. And we are almost completely done. Much faster, much less invasive. You're right back here on the main screen in seconds after clicking continue. This is taking advantage of advances in the Pro Tools scripting language, which runs under the hood, and also SoundFlow's SFX technology, which is a huge advance in how Bounce Factory can talk to Pro Tools without having to actually manipulate the UI. So what else is new in Bounce Factory 2, you may ask? Well, let me show you. I'm going to close up the Bounce Factory app. I'm going to open up the clip list here, and there are now tabs in this clip list area. I'm going to click on the SoundFlow tab. So this is a SoundFlow panel, and you'll notice you've got access to built-in Pro Tools commands, session assistant, some really great stuff, including Scheps Bounce Factory. So if you click the Scheps Bounce Factory button in the panel, it doesn't launch the standalone app that we were looking at before. It launches Bounce Factory Flow. This is a step-by-step process that walks you through creating snapshots to either be bounced immediately without saving them, or if you have a subscription that includes the standalone app, it will save them into the app and you can bounce later on. So let's set up mix passes for this session. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did in the other snapshot. So we're going to call this best song ever mix 2. Why not? Then I'm going to select my VCAs again. I'm going to do a mute pass. So this will be the instrumental mix. And then I'm going to do a solo pass of those same VCAs. And again, you don't have to use VCAs. This is just what I'm doing because it's the way my template is set up. So this is the acapella. And then let's do some stems of some vocal tracks. So this is exactly the same naming options that you have in the standalone app. And we'll go ahead and add that batch. So now we have all the exact same mix passes that we added in the first snapshot in the standalone app. I'm going to click continue. This will get to our bounce parameters. This is a subset of what you can set in the standalone app. But if this is all you need, because you just need to reel off some stems really quickly, you only need to do it in one session, you could click bounce now and it would immediately start bouncing these out. But you can also, if you have a subscription that includes the standalone app, as I said, you can save to app, and this will do the exact same thing as clicking continue in the standalone app. So let's call this best song ever mix 2 passes. And we're done. So just to prove a point, I'm going to open up the standalone app again and group it, and you'll see that we now have Best Song Ever main mixes, and we have Best Song Ever mix 2 passes with a typo. So that is the Bounce Factory app, which is a floating window standalone, just like you've been used to using for the last few years. And then we have Bounce Factory Flow, which is the one that runs in the SoundFlow panel. directly inside of the edit window. It's very exciting to me that we could actually embed this in Pro Tools. To me, Bounce Factory Flow has become the new Bounce Dialog. One of the great things is it is pre-installed in Pro Tools. You don't have to install it. You don't have to open up SoundFlow. It is just there. Get the SoundFlow panel open, click Shep's Bounce Factory, and you are rolling. And one of the most exciting things is it is cross-platform. This is built into Pro Tools not only on Mac, but it works on Windows as well. Really, really exciting. All right, you've seen the apps. Now, how do you get them? Bounce Factory 2 has 3 tiers. Bounce Factory Express is the entry-level tier, and what it gives you is Bounce Factory Flow, both on Mac and Windows, which gives you the ability to bounce unlimited mixes within one session. That's $10 a month, $99 a year, paid annually. Then we go up to Bounce Factory Studio, which is what's replacing Bounce Factory Basic. By far the most requested feature for Basic users has been to be able to open and close sessions so they could bounce multiple songs at once. We've managed to move that into the middle tier in Bounce Factory Studio, so now you can do exactly that. And the best part is Bounce Factory Studio is cheaper than Bounce Factory Basic used to be. It's $15 a month and $159 a year billed annually. Pro, which still does absolutely everything, has dropped in price as well. It has dropped down to $39 a month or $399 a year, paid annually. And remember, for all 3 tiers, if you've had a SoundFlow subscription in the past that you've been paying for and all you've been using is Bounce Factory, you can take another $10 a month and add it to your savings. So that's basically what we've got for Bounce Factory 2. I hope you're as excited about it as I am, and enjoy.